Welcome back to the program. Now, Ghana will soon have its own regulation to guide the use of artificial intelligence for stakeholders. The move is to ensure that the country meets the growing needs of technological changes in the system. After a short address to Climax Day Data Protection Week celebration in Accra, Deputy Minister for Communication and Digitalization, Amapomo Boateng, explained
last week of January to create awareness on the need to protect critical information. In Ghana, the Data Protection Commission has been given the mandate to ensure that privacy of individuals and processing of data is regulated according to the laws of the country. Speaking to journalists of existing technology to conform with modern trends.
Tech trends, it keeps changing every time. New things keep coming up, and we need to catch up with what is happening in the technology space. With artificial intelligence, be it on are getting connected, who is having access to your information. So they have to be up and running to catch up with technology, to have their regulations in place to make sure that every bit of information that gets collected.
Told stakeholders that the Commission is committed to safeguarding the digital space of the country.
And accountable to you, the data subjects of Ghana, and we are doing it strategically and properly in a way that will ensure that there won't be to ensure that we are doing it properly. These are some of the reasons why we want institutions to come and register with the Commission. So if we don't know of your existence, we don't know what you are doing, and you are likely to fall foul of the Act because you will be inevitable. Your use of data is done properly.
The Commission is entreating all businesses to register and obtain a license or face sanctions.
Now, commercial banks are making a last-minute appeal for tax on electronic transaction to be reduced marginal to not more than 1% rate in Parliament this week, despite ongoing consultations. But speaking on PM Express Business Edition, Chief Executive of the Ghana Association of Bankers, John Ewa, maintained...
Do I subscribe to any attempt to rope in the informal sector into our tax bracket? And if they are found in the informal sector and Momo is the way we can get them, I agree that we should find a way of getting their due to the national development. The issue is at what rate. We've made this point from day one that one of the critical success factors for any policy initiative is the entry framework. How you enter is a critical component of the whatever framework that we are using to enter into a new tax handle. So we think, as an association, we think the 1.75 be a good entry point. I mean, the budget belongs to the economy. We are going to have even a mid-year budget. If by that time we see that the response has not been as negative as people have been forecasting, a little bit of a wait and see. The other issue we have, and which the minister, by the way, has promised and has told us that is not going to be in scope, at least to start with, is John Ewa transferring money from, say, EcoBank to George Weah in EcoBank or in Standard Chartered or in any other bank, Access, Zenith, UBA, UMB, if from an individual level of transfer will be in scope. We've engaged the minister and his team just this past Monday, and we had full assurance that to start with, the person-to-person transfers in the banking system will not be in scope.
Now, the government of Ghana has signed a memorandum of understanding with Rwanda to deepen bilateral trade relations. Trade Minister Alan Chermatin expressed.
The memorandum of understanding between Ghana and Rwanda is aimed at strengthening and developing trade ties between our two countries, as well as expanding and diversifying commercial. Have enjoyed very good fraternal relations for several decades. Indeed, Ghana was one of the few countries that contributed troops to Rwanda initiatives sponsored by the United Nations. In addition, both countries have played years and have held common positions in various multilateral fora. The history of the African Continental Free Trade for the roles that we played in the establishment of this single continental market for Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, you would recall that the formal decision to establish the African Continental Free Trade Area was taken here in Accra, July 2012. In the same vein, you recall that it was at the 10th Extraordinary Summit of the AU Assembly of Heads of States, held in Kigali.
Well, we can now hear from Trade Minister for Rwanda, who is confident of renewed partnership between both countries.
This will be a blueprint for a continued bilateral cooperation in the framework of the African continent, and Rwanda took the initiative to really awake and make it true, be it by the beginning in 2012, be it by the signing in 2018, and even today we still discuss on how to start trading benefits of the free trade area to realize the gains and benefits of the brother countries. Our two great leaders, His Excellency Paul Kagame and His Excellency President Nana Akufo-Addo, have provided great direction on how to achieve this intra-African cooperation. Fast track the economic links of our great sister countries.
Let's stay in Accra because the paramount chief of Osu, Ninote Owo IV, is calling for investments in improvement as well as job creation. Speaking to Joy Business after an official visit by Tudek Development Center, a Turkish non-governmental organization, Ninote Owo IV called on both the future is secured for the next generation. There's more in the following report.
The suburb of Accra is known for its busy commercial, restaurant and nightlife activities. The newly installed businesses to invest in the area. Speaking on the sidelines of a visit by a Turkish NGO, Tudek Development Center, Ninote Owo IV indicated that the strategy.
No country, no state develops without partnership. The Turkish community in Ghana has been here for many, many years, and we know their exploits in various fields. And so to have them joining us, partnering with us to move the... And when I say Osu is open for business, we're open for partnerships. We're open for people to come and join us to improve the lives of our people, to create jobs, to move the agenda of a better future for our children forward. Osu is not for sale, but open for business. Come, join us, and let's make sure we improve the lives of our people and improve
this alliance to support Osu.
Galaxy has been running in Ghana here for 20 years. And the king was our former student. And we had a relation with him. But as you know that 3 weeks ago, we have some relation with the businessman, apart from the education. So what can we do? We can talk to the king, and we will try to motivate the business.
The Osu's 2 secretary, Ni Okwe Norte, lauded the partnership between Tudek People Development Center and the Osu community. He further called for the involvement of the youth in the development of the area.
Skills development, skills training youth to apply themselves to the best of their abilities. And then we will use that potential they all have together. Go down any place, all the places south of the local road, it needs improvement. The environment in which we live, the sanitation place here, and do the best we can with what resources become available.
Thanks for staying with us here. With the DPO Group, a payment solution provider on the continent to support businesses with their transactions across Africa. The new system is aimed at reducing foreign exchange losses, which of the country manager of DPO Group, Manasseh Anona, says it's time for Ghanaian businesses to penetrate the continent through easy payment systems.
But also European firms operating on the continent. This will also serve as a special e-commerce tool to market businesses across the globe through its services like the DPO store and others. Country manager for DPO, Manasseh Anona, told Joy Business agreement, thereby increasing intra-African trade.
And not just local payments, international payments as well. I keep saying I'm so passionate about, I see so many products in our markets that are sought after in other parts of Africa, right? But the burden that sits with most of these parts of the continent, and how do we receive the payments? And the solution is online, right? And so what we want to do is to support these businesses, put the products and services from any part of the world.
Speaking on behalf of MasterCard Country Director Bosman Kwapon, urged businesses to take advantage of the system to expand the operations.
It's very, very imperative. And as MasterCard, we provide these solutions that enable business accept all forms of payment. And that is how do we make sure all payments are done electronically without cash coming into the game.
The group will be using Ghana to enter other markets on the continent.
Now, Kwamo has become the hub of cassava, also known as Banchi Kakro or Agbeli Kakro in the Ashantis, now the source of livelihoods of women. Prince Apia has more in the following report.
So check with the time, it's some minutes past 4 a.m. and we are here at Kwamo. What you see here, I've been here since 3 a.m. and preparing what is known in Ashanti parlance as Banchi Akekro. Elsewhere, they call other colleagues are seen busily molding cassava dough into sizes, one after the other. This continues till all the dough is finished, almost filled with hot oil. Jabanchina ne ahohoro ne ayam ya ne atai no boto neat ti se ehonum no atai de bo atoto so te bo wana ne aba ye ba ne master wa start ebobo odi gum sa ebe ana odi jeni agusu no ayi abesi hono on so we are no aso on say difference we mu aha we no say kama na we know I have to say bibi ayeshi ha the currency ayeshi na one ye hot ayeshi ti no digum na epopopopo na say one wo afa so na o de gum na ayede kama the day na o de gum the gum na o de atre na hihye kama yeah in America no hihye o de atre na hihye na o de atre na miamia so no waja na ato ti ebe anu ankasa be kan bu tu ko yi o de atre na hihye ase a na ayi.
And that's all we have by way of Business Live tonight. I am Blessed Sogan. We have more stories for you on myjoyonline.com/business.